A tough afternoon at the New Bucks Head for Telford. They've lost 3-1 to Chester this afternoon. I have manager Gavin Cowan with me. Gavin, you're obviously unhappy with that result, unhappy with that performance. Difficult afternoon.
Yeah, just really difficult afternoon. Don't like losing, but certainly in the manner that we lost. I don't want to stand here and just say that we were competitive, because I didn't think we really were for a big course of the game, which baffles me. You have 3 performances like we did in the previous 3 games, and you see how great the lads were. But today, we lacked that desire. We just lacked desire, and Chester came here and as you know me, Rich, it pains me to say it, but they wanted it more than us, and they were more energy. They wanted it more. They were first to every ball. And we just didn't have that today, and it's hard for me to explain. I can't really understand. Obviously, like you say, you see the last 3 games and the way we've trained this week. It baffles me as much as anyone. But I suppose that's the level, and it's something we've got to try and bring a bit of consistency to our season. This seesaw season at the moment isn't really what I enjoy.
Sure. Obviously, it's difficult. You make plans through the week, and then a poor start today, and you're 2-0 down and up against it, aren't you?
Yeah. We did it in the last game, didn't we? You blink and you're 2-0 down. I mean, it's just criminal defending again. I say again, I don't want to get too emotional about it. Like I say, this is a very funny league. It's whoever has the most consistency will be successful this year. So I don't want to get too emotional about it, because Chester are a very good side. They have come and been the better team today, which again is very difficult for me to say them words, but. In terms of our fundamentals of working hard and showing that desire, we couldn't get ourselves going. Even when you get a goal back, you're 3-1 in the game, you think, well, if you nick another one now with 20 minutes to go, it's all to play for. But there wasn't the desire to do that. Everybody was just doing just enough, and even sometimes they weren't even managing to do that. So I don't want to be too critical of the players. It does baffle me as to how we can play like we did today when the previous 3 have been, very, very good. Again, we've got to improve the home record. I mean, what's that, 3 losses at home now? It's just not good enough. It needs to be better. But I'll be working as hard as I possibly can, spending every second, every minute, every hour, making sure that we put it right. And the players are going to have to do that as well. And they're going to have to take a bit of responsibility, because, again, how do you fathom that? How can you have that team that plays so well for 3 games, and then today we just don't really turn up? Haven't really got the answers to that one, unfortunately.
Sure. Is it difficult to strike that balance of knowing what to say at half time? You're 2-0 down, and you've got to be annoyed with that performance, but at the same time you've got to try and give them encouragement, haven't you, I guess?
I think sometimes you just need to, it's a reality check. It was nothing to do with formations today. It was nothing to do with tactics. Everything to do with just desire and working hard. Both teams really, in essence, in that formation would cancel themselves out. So it's baffling, really. We worked very hard on numerous aspects of Chester's game, which we failed at today. Again, we were so good at it in the week, but we just not even an attempt, really, which again shocks me. People playing on their own agenda. But listen, this is Conference North football, unfortunately, and the players that do take things on board are consistent. They're the players that will be successful, and not only at this level but at the level above, and that's down to them. It's just frustrating as a manager, and the staff. I feel for the staff, because equally they've worked so hard this week. I'm asking people to go way above and beyond what they're doing, but you have to just trust the lads when they go over the white line. I'm not trying to throw the players under the bus at all, because, like I say, in the previous 3 games were magnificent. I just like to be honest with people, honest with the supporters, and again, whilst we're on the supporters, they just got to stick with us. There's no point when you're 2-0 down after 20 minutes. Some of the things that I'm hearing, you just got to stay with it. You've got to stay with it and don't get too much. I know it's frustrating. I know it's difficult to deal with, but we're in a much better place than we were, 18 months ago. So we just need to see the bigger picture a little bit. It's very easy to say and very hard to do, but there's a lot of support, just absolutely magnificent. So we've got to continue to stick together. Don't implode. Don't turn on each other. Let's be successful together, and we will be eventually. You have my word on that.
Sure. I guess the frustration there is Chester played well today, but if you lose, but you make a good account of yourselves, but that's probably the frustration.
You've hit the nail on the head, Rich. Absolutely. If Chester come here today and they bop us off the pitch, then you have to swallow that, don't you? You look at yourself first and foremost, as I am doing now, and as I will do this week, and what I could have done better, and how I could have looked at it, and whether I'm deluded, as it were, in terms of my selection, and looking at maybe with the formations cancelling themselves out, did I need to do something miraculously different in terms of the shape, you know, just to try and give us a chance? I don't know. I'll go away and look at that. But ultimately, like you say, if a team come here and they are the better team and we've done everything we can, it's still not great, but you accept it. Whereas today, you know, we didn't give a good account of ourselves. Chester aren't going away today going, cool, they'll be up there with us next year or at the end of the year. And that's all you want, really. You want teams coming away knowing they've been in a game. I'm not sure Chester will today.
Sure. Obviously, slightly strange week because FA Cup game at the end of next week with Nantwich due in town, and there's obviously a game on Tuesday night at Shifnal as well. Is that the opportunity for some fringe players to get a game there?
Yeah, the Tuesday game's the one to give some of the squad, or the whole squad will be there. It'll be a nice. I think we're having a bit of a ceremony after the game as well at the Shifnal Town Clubhouse for Win Price, a little bit of a memorial game, which I thought was a nice touch. But yeah, I just wanted to get a game out of somewhere for the boys to just even get minutes, you know, and stay clear of injury. And they've been really hospitable over there already, Shifnal Town. So they've really lovely people. Have got a great setup down there. So that's really nice to see. But yeah, the Saturday there'll be no fringe stuff going on because Nantwich are a very, very good side at their level, and they'll come here and it'll be a lovely day for them that they'll want to get a scalp. And we have to take that game very, very seriously, as serious as the next game. So. Yeah, it'll be a game for the fringe players well, I say the fringe players, the players that haven't had many minutes. But Saturday it'll be, you know, the best team will be out there. So then I've said that to the players already.
Okay, that's great, Gavin. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, Rich.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.